And that's what happens when you dial the wrong number. But worry not, you are in the right channel. Do you have any tips on solo slooping? And as I always answer, I have plenty on my channel, but the increasing demand allowed me to create innovative guides to complement newly added features to the game. It is not a flexing video. Solo Sloop sinks Galleon Easy Win 360 Tuck Air Snipe. This is the first of the Solo Sloop series. It is a walkthrough so you can learn the right way and improve your skills. I will narrate over the video so we can point out situations based on practice. Phuzzy here, sit back, relax and enjoy. Galleons. Well, just like the sloop that came before, this one is also heading towards me. How do I know? It's the Reaper chest that I have on the crow's nest. I always leave one there while working on guides, so I can get this bonus organic footage that ends up creating videos like this one. Here I'm working on the Order of Souls Emissary, so I can gather notes for other super secret guides I'm working on. As you can see, I started preparing for my defense. Scattering loot around the ship will slow down a boarder if they want to waste their loot and drop some off the ship. I also added a chest next to my capstan. In case they want to drop the anchor, they might grab the chest instead. You can also put one on the capstan itself. Using an old trick from Skull Forts, this tower is my friend, and I'm gonna name him Mr. Towerson. He will alert me if someone's close. I decided to slowly approach the skeletons from the inner side of the island, and that is for two reasons. One, there is more open space from the north side. This will keep all skeletons within range of my cannons, so I can get it over with quickly before the galleon gets here. Two, there are only two areas where the galleon can approach my ship, from the front or the back, and both are within the range of Mr. Towerson. Hello, Galleons here. I raise and prepare for reaction, based on how they approach. Now I have no idea how skilled they are, but sometimes you can tell the crew is efficient based on first sight, and it seems like they did not react on time with boarding, raising sails, or anchoring. It was more like an emergency handbrake, which gives me the impression of slow reaction times, or mismanaged crew. Notice here, I aim to stay around the island, as galleons have less maneuvering abilities. The wind was heading west, so escaping a larger ship with the wind is the last thing you want to do. Either way, I'm here to get rid of them and continue my voyage. I reduce ship speed halfway so that I can maneuver quickly. The more I move, the more work they will have to do, which will play against them, as one will always have to stay on the wheel, another on the sails, and usually a third on the harpoons, which will reduce the size of cannoneers to 1 or 2. With that, I reduce any possible damage to my ship. They started moving earlier than expected, but if they angled their sails, they would have moved faster to ram right towards my ship for multiple boarders. This caused them to stay within my cannon range and get some beating before reaching me. I aimed at their top deck and not the hull, so I can prevent them from firing at me if I got within range of their cannons. Second note, if they took advantage of this moment, boarding my ship, anchoring mine and theirs together, then raining cannonballs at my sloop would have been a guaranteed win, as the boarding attempt wasn't efficient. The more they tried, the more I understood their skills. Just like my video on the top right corner. Understanding the enemy is half the battle. Staying in a straight line is something you should do whenever you want to repair the damages, as by checking your path and knowing it's clear, you can safely leave the wheel to repair. Do not fix before knowing where your ship is heading. I raise sails to slow down again, as I want to stay close enough but out of their cannon range, so I can drop their masts with the chain shots. Following my chain shot guide, it's the best way at angle to break a galleon's mast. I try and go behind them so I can bombard them with the cannons. After that, I hit them with a weary ball to prevent anyone from bailing. But I make a mistake of going within their cannon range. And they also turn right. Well played from their side. I go in a straight line again to patch things up. I go for my first boarding attempt because I want to prevent them from keeping the ship afloat. They slice me up like a fresh crab salad. As you notice, my ship is still safe. More chain shots. The best part is, I ran out of cannonballs, because I used so many fighting the other sloop and the megalodon, including the skeletons on islands. I should have stocked up more. Sorry, Jackie. Only thing I could do now is slowing them down by breaking their masts, until I figure out a way to deal damage. As you can tell, they are going in circles, which means everyone's on repairs and there's no helmsman. Now, I only have two options. Drive by the island to get cannonballs or figure out a keg, whichever comes first. Seeing them turn left towards the island, I knew they would come through the center. Notice that I did not turn to the right until it was too late for them to take a turn. As they assume I'm heading that way so they can intersect me to board. I raise sails for a sharper turn until I'm facing the opposite direction. It puts both of us within each other's cannon range. I give them some fireballs for distraction, as I need to find a way to get supplies. Always give the other crew something to do that is not your ship. Suddenly I notice a pleasant surprise. Barrels of plenty with 2 kegs. I turn the wheel a touch to the left so that it can stay around the island in a large circle. I know that Mr. Towerson might attack me, but Tower's aim and firing intervals aren't a big problem, so if any, there won't be much damage if I make it back on time. Turning left will also cause the galleon to chase my ship, as I want them within my swimming range. This sound was a bottom deck hit, as in recent updates, bottom deck hits sound heavier. Now I have to finish my attack and get back as soon as possible. At first sight, I thought this person is coming to blow up the kegs around me. Then I noticed they were jumping for their lives from the fire I launched earlier. Now they should be crippled enough for my safe boarding. And of course, be careful. Walking over the fire while carrying a keg would set it off. The best part is, right after blowing that keg, they sailed over the other one. Now my ship needs help, and the best way to get back there is to get further away so I can spawn the mermaid sooner. Well, that crew could have got me if they were better, though they weren't so bad either. Before leaving the ship, I check for any swimmers. Then I go to finish off any survivors, though I realize their high spirit and their captain accepting defeat. If you learned something from this video, please let me know by hitting the like and the subscribe button, so you can help my channel grow. And if you want more of this, let me know in the comments section below. And for any questions, come to my Twitch and ask me anything. Link in the description below. Thank you for watching and happy slooping. Yeah, they have low gear. Sometimes like, he's there, get them. Hi, you know, knock knock, who's there? Scully ship. Okay. Oh, I got that actually. I'm on the ship, Jackie.